All right, guys, welcome to the City Bat, where we discuss developing stories around the world of football. And tonight, a lot of updates have been dropping as regards the world of football, especially for Liverpool. There's been bombshells of transfer dominoes dropping for Liverpool. If you know what I mean, according to Fabrizio Romano and of course David Einstein, lots of bomber have been dropping, especially as regards Alexander Isak. Alexander Isak was made mention earlier today, or perhaps this afternoon, that Alexander Isak, Liverpool was going to go all in for Alexander Isak. It's quite crazy because we'll be having the lineup of Luis Diaz or Gakpo, the left flank, of course Alexander Isak in the middle, and Mohamed Salah. Of course, Mohamed Salah is quite a creative player, if you understand what I mean, and having Florian Wirtz in that particular settings as well, something the Premier League teams need to look out for. It's an amazing thing, amazing thing if you ask me, for Liverpool to be linked with the player of such caliber. It's something Liverpool have made the first choice right from the onset. They've made Alexander Isak the first choice, and Newcastle going in for Hugo Ekitike today were made to understand that the transfer fee was rejected by Eintracht Frankfurt for Hugo Ekitike. That's one man who appears to be heading to the St. James Park, but it was rejected by Newcastle. And Liverpool have also made their stance known that if they've tried to test the resolve of Newcastle United or Alexander Isak, and Isak appears not to be coming, or Newcastle isn't accepting the bid, and it proves very difficult for them to get, they are going all in for Hugo Ekitike. So they are trying to ensure that they play the hardball with Newcastle United. I don't know what Liverpool is cooking this season. I don't know what their plans are. I don't know what Liverpool is planning this season, but if you ask me, it's crazy, man. Absolutely, it's crazy what Liverpool is preparing this season, especially with what I'm seeing as regards Richard Huys and of course Michael Edwards. Amazing so far. The transfer stories coming in for Liverpool. Amazing. They've signed Remy Frimpong, they've signed Hugo Ekitike, signed Florian Wirtz, and George Mamadashvili was signed last summer and was on loan for the whole of last season with Valencia, has already joined the squad. So the goalkeeping department appears to be settled with Alisson in goal, and of course George Mamadashvili there. And remember, Liverpool also signed Freddie Woodman from Preston North End. So Jaros have already been released. I'm trying to remember if he's gone on loan or perhaps he was sold permanently. Jaros also an amazing goalkeeper for Liverpool, but Liverpool goalkeeping department has been settled. So what Liverpool might be concerned about is the central striking role, which is one thing they are trying to solve right about now, especially with the fact that Napoli has already informed Liverpool that they have officially pulled out of the race for Darwin Núñez, and they are going to be signing one man. I think Luka is what Napoli have made mention of, that they are going to be signing Luka in place of Darwin Núñez. So it remains to be seen if Napoli is pulling out. And there are also reports that Saudi Arabian clubs are also keeping tabs on the situation of Darwin Núñez. But it is made mention that Darwin Núñez would prefer Serie A destination, especially with Napoli, what Antonio Conte is doing right there. But let's see how that pans out. A lot of things could really change for Liverpool within a couple of days and couple of weeks. And for me as a Liverpool fan, I'm quite excited. Maybe I will just take a break and still get a bit of update and see others joining in. Don't know why it's quite difficult for my post to be shared. As you're joining, please share this post and let others also join in. And just thinking if I'm going to be copying the link or just join. If your quick post or reactions concerning your club, really talk about it tonight. Let's see about that. Always, where's my Baldu? Good. Saying, how are you, my fellow Liverpool fan? Mr. Journalist. Thank you for that. Where are you from, my brother? I'm from Nigeria, my brother. I'm from Nigeria, but I'm not currently in Nigeria now. I'm streaming live from the United Kingdom. Thank you for joining. Please share this live. If you want to join in the conversation, I'll be dropping the link below so you can join in into the conversation. It'll be an amazing one. There are a lot of things that are popping and dropping as we have transfer dominoes in regards to Liverpool and every other club as well. Yeah, the link to join it has been pinned on my Facebook comment section, so you can click on the link and join in the conversation. Link to join in there. Bye. Of our swell pinning on the YouTube comment section as well. So if you're joining in, you can just click on the link, joining in the conversation tonight. All right, as regards in Luis Diaz saga today, we're made to understand that Bayern Munich submitted a bid. Just trying to get that out for Luis Diaz. So it was said that Liverpool rejected, a 67.5 million euros offer for Luis Diaz from Bayern. First bid made today following an approach last month. LFC immediately rejected it. And Liverpool still don't want to lose Diaz, and their rejection was emphatic as well. Bayern bid falls well below their valuation. Position will only change if money is simply too good to turn down. The Diaz open to Bayern, it has not gone unnoticed at Liverpool. And Bayern add 100 million euros for now. LFC player Florian Wirtz and have need to strengthen, but I haven't lost Jamal Musiala to injury. Diaz retains interest from Al Nassr, while Saudi deal makers valued Bruno Fernandes at 100 million euros, and he's 2 years older. Interesting stuff as regards Luis Diaz, and we're made to understand that the Colombian international has already made known to Liverpool that he would like to leave the club. But I don't think Liverpool will settle for Luis Diaz not going at the right price, because for Bayern Munich, the kind of bid they're making for Luis Diaz is just something laughable and something to laugh about. Liverpool don't need to sell Luis Diaz. They don't need to sell Luis Diaz. But if he forces his move, it will turn into a Felipe Coutinho saga that we've seen before. But if he says, "Oh, most definitely, I would like to leave. I want to leave. I'm excited with the project of his company is preparing in Bayern Munich, and I would want to see what's happening there." Or perhaps there's also a tussle between Barcelona and Bayern Munich for Luis Diaz, because it's on the top transfer list for Barcelona, and they would like to sign Luis Diaz, especially on the left flank. With the way the Nico Williams situation went, Barcelona agreeing terms and everything, but at the end of the day, Nico Williams used the opportunity to get a bumper deal from Atletico Madrid, and more so signed a 10 years deal. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. So for Bayern Munich, Liverpool wouldn't settle for a transfer fee that is nothing less than 100 million euros. This is something I'm quite excited about. If Luis Diaz is going to leave, let him leave at the right price. It's high time the club starts changing certain things as regards players. Players can't just be holding the club by the balls, and players at the end of the day running their contract down and going for free, like the situation we've got with Trent Alexander-Arnold. And of course, Ibrahim Konate right about now. Ibrahim Konate has refused on multiple occasions to sign a new contract for Liverpool, and he is in his last year of his contract. It's crazy, man. So we'll see how that develops. say hi. Hi, Giochi. Thank you for joining. You know why? What's happening? Another player linked with Liverpool is Mr. striker Jean Philippe Mateta. He's on the list of transfer options for Liverpool this summer. But at this stage, there has been no dialogue between Mateta and the Reds or between the two Premier League clubs. I just feel that particular transfer will be linked with Philippe Mateta. Even if that particular transfer is going to happen, I don't think it's something Liverpool will make a priority striker. It might be like a backup plan. Rest in peace to Diogo Jota. Liverpool have lost one striker there. Most of them, Diogo Jota, amazing player, amazing individual. And with the situation of Darwin Núñez being uncertain, I think Liverpool could have a different front line entirely, and with a pressure being placed on Luis Diaz transfer and increasing interest from Bayern Munich and Barcelona. If Luis Diaz is going to go and he's going for the right price, definitely Liverpool has been linked with Rodrigo, so we could be having Rodrigo on the left flank, Alexander Isak in the middle, and Mohamed Salah on the right flank. Interesting times ahead. I just feel it's just time to defend the title once again. If we are going to be having that particular front line, then Liverpool are ready to dominate on all fronts, especially across all competitions, especially in Europe. And this particular kind of transfer window would be something that hasn't really happened before in the history of Liverpool. The way and manner with which they went with the transfer and the caliber of players they're bringing in to strengthen the squad. Amazing one, guys. All right, guys, talking about Rio Ngumoa One player I was continuing to watch another glimpse of him the weekend. That was on Sunday, when Liverpool played the first season friendly against Preston North End. Real Gumoa caught the attention of quite a number of spectators out there. Amazing player. You could see what he did, when he played in the FA Cup, one of the FA Cup matches last season. He's got the blistering pace. He's got that zeal in him, the take-ons and everything, and he's quite fast as well. So, but there are still quite a number of things that Gomoa needs to learn as a winger, especially a left winger, playing from the left side of the pitch. And he's got quite a number of competitions up front there, got Luis Diaz, got Bigapo as well there. But Gomoa is one player that appears to be something that would really come handy in the future. So, news surrounding Gomoa is that Sunderland made contact with Liverpool regarding the potential one-season loan deal until June 2026 for Rio Chima Gomoa while covering his salary. However, Liverpool rejected the offer. I'm not quite sure why Liverpool rejected the offer. Probably, maybe something they are not quite excited about. But with the information saying that Sunderland is going to cover a salary for the whole of the season, I think it's something Liverpool would really have loved to look into. But the reasons best known to them not to have allowed Rio Gomoa to leave on loan to Sunderland. And I just feel that there are quite a number of competitions that Liverpool is going to be playing next season. And Rio Gomoa will be very much part of the plans that the slot have got this season. There are a lot of players up front that Liverpool could really benefit from. We've got Ben Doak coming from the academy as well, and Rio Gomoa. Frank Yoni is also an academy product. And with what Sunderland is also preparing this season, they've allowed Jude Bellingham to leave with one of the European giants, which is Borussia Dortmund. I just feel for them, the offer to allow to Bellingham is something they couldn't resist, perhaps because of the tempting offer they got, because Jude Bellingham must be a player they would really want to have kept, especially coming back into the Premier League. They've signed a number of players that looks to be promising as well, but it remains to be seen how Sunderland performs in this new season. So for Rio Chima Gomoa, perhaps one of the reasons why Liverpool is not allowing him to leave is because probably maybe he's in the plan of the coach, which is on his slot. Amazing talent he is. It remains to be seen what he could do for Liverpool this coming season. Right, Arsenal fans gather here. Noni Madueke will complete his medical with Arsenal on Monday. As reported, everything on site is going according to plan. As things stand, the signing of his contract until 2030, the announcement planned for Tuesday. I guess this is Tuesday, but anything that could be delaying the announcement, I'm not sure it's really something serious. As it stands, here we go has already been stated for Noni Madueke from Fabrizio Romano. So some player that is already certain that he's leaving and going to join Arsenal. There have been reports that his medal at the Club World Cup will be delivered to him by his friend, or he's also been given the opportunity that he could also snap with the Club World Cup trophy, of course, due to the respect he's got for Arsenal. He might not be looking towards that direction or trying that one, but something that Arsenal fans, although they might not be quite excited about the signing of Noni Madueke, as he appears to be a right winger and a goal like saga there, and but with the imminent signing of Viktor Gyökeres and perhaps Arsenal also keeping tabs on the verge from Crystal Palace, who could also boost at the left flank up front for Arsenal. Something Arsenal have come to terms with, that Noni Madueke has come to stay. Well, for me, for Noni Madueke going to Arsenal, it's not really a bad deal. I just feel one of the things that lets Arsenal fans angry is the fact that they think Chelsea always milk them when it comes to buying players from them, and they don't really get the best out of those players that they sign from them, like the likes of Kai Havertz that was signed from Chelsea, and of course I'm Sterling, who came on loan and didn't really perform up to expectation, and quite a number of them that have also been signed, like Jorginho has joined Flamengo this summer. He also played with Flamengo in the Club World Cup. So I understand why the fans are a bit skeptical and not really comfortable with that particular signing of Noni Madueke, but it's something they would definitely come to terms with. There are situations when players, the board or the representative sign doesn't really go with the interest of the spectators or the fans or the lovers of the club. But later on, if the player gets to perform and does exceptionally well, is something they would definitely appreciate on the long run. I mean, he's still a young player and he's got lots of football in him and lots of potential. If you really sharpen his skills and everything, it's something that he could really benefit from. Or one man that has really changed the game for Arsenal this season in the person of Andre Beta, the sporting director for Arsenal Football Club, that has replaced Edu. He's been doing amazing job so far. Quite a number of players that have been that Arsenal are already keeping tabs on, and they are close to completion. Like who was the one who made that particular transfer be possible, like Zubimendi coming in for Arsenal in the defensive midfield position, or perhaps he could also play as an attacking midfielder as well. He's quite an intelligent player and one who could really do great things alongside Declan Rice in the middle of the park. So it's not really a bad one for Arsenal. And I also saw the kind of opera the fans had, like, were really comfortable. Why would they allow Thomas Partey to leave and sign a 31 or is it 32-year-old Christian Norgard, the captain of Brentford? But it isn't really a bad signing, if you ask me, because those particular signings are signed for squad depth. You don't know what could really happen in the course of the season, so those squad depth would really come in handy for you. So it isn't really a bad one. Arsenal in the transfer market, so far they are doing quite well. Well, I'll give Arsenal so far 70%. If they get the Gyökeres deal done and the Verge deal done, well, it's 100 for me. They could fire on all fronts, and they could really perform on all fronts. I mean, Arsenal Football Club, amazing one. And Nicholas Jackson has been Nicholas Jackson has been offered to Manchester United, but it appears Manchester United aren't taking that particular transfer serious. The situation of Manchester United gets, worse in day by day. 42 days after they've been linked to Brian Mbeumo, and they haven't really taken serious trying to get that completed. Well, I don't really know what is happening behind the scenes for Manchester United, but one thing is for sure is the fact that there are quite a number of players that are surplus to requirements. Manchester United is trying to offload, and they're finding it very, very difficult to offload those players, which is something the fans are getting angry about. But it remains to be seen what really happens in the transfer window with Manchester United. All right, guys, this will be my take for tonight. It's 37 minutes of talking football. Tomorrow I'll also be here, perhaps in the morning, to also discuss the latest transfer stories as they are dropping, the bombshells and the dominoes and everything. Please be locked on the Footy Battle and ensure to like, share, and subscribe. I was expecting to have guests joining on the show so we could talk and discuss transfer-related stories and also issues surrounding their club sport. It's all good. Most definitely, perhaps sometimes I'll be able to bring in guests to discuss transfer news and everything, stories of football they're dropping. All right, guys, thank you everyone for joining the Footy Battle, and let's make it a date tomorrow as well. This will be a sign out.